Hi, my name is Lexi and welcome to my YouTube channel. You guys are back. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I feel like I'm always saying that, but I've been sick. I think we all know what I was sick with. It sucked, but I am better now. It took me out for a little bit, but I am back and I'm really excited to be back. Today's video, I'm gonna be unboxing some Fukubukuro. And if you don't know what a Fukubukuro is, that's okay. I think that they're not really like big in America, but I feel like they're spreading. But basically what it is translates to a happy pack or a lucky pack. And I guess in Japanese culture, it's bad luck to keep things from the previous year over into the new year, like for stores to keep their stock. So what they do is they bundle it in mystery bags and you get a big discount, and then it's like kind of fun to see what you got. This can go really poorly or really well, especially because a lot of Japanese companies, they don't sell things by different sizes. Each garment is made in one size and that's it. So some are made bigger, some are made smaller. So if you don't fit the size of the garment, like, you're shit out of luck, which sucks. And it can be really nerve-wracking. So how a lot of them work nowadays is they actually let you know some of the items that are going to be in the bag. They'll make items specifically for the bag, and then you'll get mystery items on top of that. And that's kind of so that people know, at least they know what one item is and that they like the one item. Another thing that's really different about Japanese companies or clothing companies is that a lot of them don't ship outside of Japan. Their websites are in all Japanese. They don't often, some of them don't even work with non-Japanese cards. It's just very hard to get. So basically, if you're a fan of Japanese fashion, you often have to hire a shopping service to get it. And that could mean physically going to a store or just placing the order online and then having it mailed to her, and then she'll mail it to you. And that's what I had to do with both of these. Things are changing. More and more are starting to have international stores, but a lot of times they won't sell everything in the international store, and especially not things like these lucky packs. I think I've picked out some lucky bags that are really good. I got two to unbox today. The first one is from a brand called Ank Rouge, or Ank Rouge, I think that's how you say it. And it consists of a fuzzy jacket, a like sweater dress, which I thought, I don't know, looks cozy for around the house, a blouse, and a skirt. And it's supposed to be a set, but it's really girly to wear it as a set, so I'll probably wear them separately. And then two random items. And that cost 16,500 yen, which is like an easy way to get an estimate, is about $165. I think right now it's probably a little less with the exchange rate, but that's just like an easy way to sort of translate it. It's divided by 100. So that's the one I'm going to open first. And then the second one is from a company called Katie. And I really liked Katie's because they had this like big outer overcoat. And I realized lately that I don't really have anything to wear over like my blazers and stuff. Like I went out on New Year's Eve and I had a blazer on and I was freezing, but I don't have any coats that fit over it. So I really liked it. It looks like big too in terms of sizing. And then a hat, which I also need. And that one came with 6 random items. And that one was a lot more expensive. That one was about a little over $300, but it promises to have a $1,000 value. Let's open the Ank Rouge one first. And that one itself, like one of the items was the tote it came in. I very briefly opened the package that when it came in the mail yesterday, and so I know the one from Katie is like the items are loose, they're not inside a bag, so I tried not to look at them, but I'm gonna pull out the tote from Ank Rouge and see what's inside. Okay, so here's the bag. So everything that I'm about to get, well, at least the ones that I knew about, they came in 2 colors, but I didn't know which colorway I'm gonna get. I really hope that I get the black skirt and the white blouse and the pink fuzzy jacket, but I don't know, it's fun. If you are particular about exactly what you get and you don't like to play around with fashion, these things are obviously not for you, but I like this tote. I like that I got the tote in black. This is really handy. I've been needing kind of like a weekend bag. All I had was an old Jansport backpack, but this is like good size. So, oh, you guys, I got lucky. It's my lucky bag. I got the pink fuzzy jacket. So, yeah, the pink fuzzy jacket. I'm excited about this. And it comes with like a little neck bow, which I will not wear with it, but I actually could see myself pinning that on a different blouse. So I'm really excited. I'm not going to put everything on like right as I'm opening it, but I am going to do this one because it's a piece of outerwear. So let's see. Yeah, okay, this is cute. I like it. I don't have like a pink coat and a super girly coat, so it's, I like it. It's going to be good. I like it. I'm happy already. Okay, and then I'm already getting lucky more. I got the white blouse that I wanted, so that's good. I did get the pink, it's kind of like a weird grayish pink. It's like a sweater with a collar, which I think is cute. And the collar is removable, which I'm low-key excited about. I actually have been wanting to try these like pilgrim type collars that you put with sweaters. I've been wanting to try that. I tried that with a blouse as part of my Christmas capsule wardrobe. I don't know if you watched that video, but if you did, I tried that sort of thing with one of my Japanese Lolita fashion blouses with a sweater, and it's just like not quite right. It's like too much lace. It needs to be something simpler like that. And so I'm like low-key excited about that. And then this big like oversized sweatshirt. It's got a teddy bear on it, and the teddy bear's eye says cuddly toy. I don't know. It's the teddy bear has its own teddy bear. That's cute. I just think that'll be fun for around the house with leggings. And let's see what else I got. Oh, I got the black skirt. I feel like I got so lucky. I got all the colors that I wanted. How awesome is that? I got the black skirt, and it's a skirt with straps. I guess it's called a jumper skirt. So let's see what the other items I got are. That's like the most random thing, right? That's the most nerve-wracking. And I can already tell this plastic's going to be really loud. Ooh. I'm liking the colors I'm seeing. There's something cream that looks small, so I don't know if I'm gonna fit into this, but we will see. This is like, maybe it's appearing white on camera, but it's really cream, and I like this. I've been thinking about getting a sort of style dress like that and then wearing it over a t-shirt. I have that one jean dress that's kind of like that, but for some reason I haven't been like into it. I mean, I've always been trying to make myself into it for like years. Maybe I should just give up on that, but you can see that it's elastic at the back. So just as I said, a lot of their clothes come only in one size. They're generally pretty good about putting elastic into waistbands and having panels of shirring like this to give it some size. I still don't think it's gonna be big enough. Japanese fashion sells pretty well on the Western market here on places like Depop. So if it doesn't fit, I'm like not concerned about being able to resell it. That's one of the reasons I was willing to take this risk, because it is so hard to get Japanese clothes. You have to hire someone to do it. You can get decent prices on sites for them. So if this doesn't fit, which I don't think it will, I'll be reselling it, but it might fit. And it's made of like a wool material, and I really like that. Okay, and the last item is, a dress. Again, don't know if this will fit, but it's very interesting. I don't also know if this style is very flattering for me. Yeah, there's a dart here, but I have generally a larger chest, but we'll try this stuff on after I open both of them. So this is really cool. This is really interesting. I don't know. It's not very like me. I've heard from TikTok that twee is coming back. So there you go. Try a little twee moment. And pearls are very on trend right now. So this could be cool. Interesting. It's a very like sort of drop waist. I don't know. We'll see. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. Okay, so that was that. What do you guys think of the happy bag from Ank Rouge? I feel like it's a win because I'm happy with the coat. I'm happy with like the oversized sweater dress, and I'm happy that I got the black skirt, and I think those will fit. So we're doing good. Now we're moving on to the Katie happy bag, and the items are just in like one clear plastic bag, but my shopping service threw in their winter catalog. And just looking at the prices, yeah, for instance, some of these dresses are $400, you know, so I think that I'm probably, with getting 6 items, they look a little higher price. In general, I'm usually pretty pleased with the quality of Japanese clothing, so I'm nervous. It was a lot of money, $300 on this happy bag, so, okay. Here it is. Ooh, right away I can see I got a purse. I can see all of it, but I'm just gonna open it up, and it's gonna be really loud and crinkly. Here is my hat. I'm not pleased with all the plastic, I gotta admit, but I sell a lot of stuff secondhand, so having these, I will reuse these plastic bags, and I got the brown one. It doesn't, it doesn't go over my hair, but I like that I got the brown one. I think that this color will suit me and suit my clothes, be versatile. I think they also have like a pink and some other colors, but it doesn't matter. I got that one. So let's see what else I got. I got these candy buttons. I'm not sure if that's like an extra or if that is one of them, but these will actually, I think these are really cute, like low key, that's so shiny. But I think those are really cute, and those are buttons. So I like that. And then I got this box, and I don't know what's inside. Does that have a price on it? No, this doesn't have a price tag on it, which makes me feel like it's an extra, but we're going to kind of keep count. Okay, so this says 9,200 yen, so that's about $92. And oh my gosh, you guys, these are perfect. I was actually really struggling on what earrings I should wear today, and I think it's these. Like, I'm kind of shocked at these being $92, but I don't know why clothing and earrings and accessories and such are so expensive in Japan. Some of it is because their stuff is decently made, and some of it is because I think that in general the quality of their like just standard shop clothing tends to be better, and some of it is that I think that people are just willing to pay a higher price. I don't really know, but you guys, what do we think? I love it. Perfect. Oh, this is exactly what I wish I had. I was struggling on trying to find earrings that like looked good with both the shirt, which has a more rock and roll vibe, and the makeup, which is very pink, and like literally these. I was put on my hoops and I was like, no, it's not right. These are perfect. Perfect. How'd they know what I was wearing? Okay, so that's one, maybe two items. I think that's one. And so far the value is at $9,200 outside of that beam. So, okay, I believe this is the big outer jacket. So I got the black. It came in either black or green, and I got the black, which is cool. I was actually, hoping for the green because I think the green went better with the cut. The cut is very, looks almost like a military overcoat, but yeah, this is nicely made. I like this a lot. And it fits really well. It's got this sort of patch on it that looks like, I don't know, like a crust punk band, which is really fun. It fits. It's definitely oversized. It has this like fun stuff on the back. And I'm into like Lolita fashion, so it mentions that on the back, which I think is fun. It says, baby, baby, liberation Lolita, etc., etc. She is Lolita most famous. Maybe most famous frilled dressed, but in spite of all she's been through, Lolita girl hasn't, as many predicted and hoped, cracked up, mellowed out, or buggered off. Instead, in her mighty punks, she's found cement for her sometimes fractured life. For me, she tells Lolita, it's life or death. That's kind of fucking awesome. And it's perfect. I love it. And I'm really happy, so awesome. Let's see what else I've got. Okay, I'm not sure. I got something brown and checkered. I'm not sure what this is. It's not super my vibe, but I don't know. I always, between winter and summer, what I consider my vibe changes so drastically. Like in the winter, I don't want to wear anything super girly and colorful, and I'm like, why? And then in the summer, I'm like, why would I ever wear just like black and blazers? I'm so ridiculous. But anyway, let's look at what we've got. Oh, okay. Oh, this looks very generously sized. Is this a skirt or a dress? This is a dress. So we'll try this on. It's very like big cut, and the sizing looks really good. I did check the average sizing of the brand. Just looked at a bunch of their pieces and the average measurements, and they all seem like they would fit. We'll see how this fits, but I don't know. It's like really fun. It's definitely intended to be a dress and not a skirt. I think that's the back, and it looks like this is a drawstring. Is it really? No, it's just for show. It's just for show. Oh, it ties the back together. It's like a fun sack dress, so this might be a really fun thing to just wear on a hot day. We'll see. We'll see. And oh, what is the value on that one? The value on that is 25,000 yen. That's 250 bucks. And the materials feel really nice. And it's lined. It is cotton, so that's good. if I prefer natural fabrics. So that's 2, maybe 3 items. I don't know if those pins count as one. And then the next item is this pink sweatshirt that just says Katie. This says it's about $150, so that's interesting. And yeah, it's just a big oversized sweatshirt. This is Katie, which I like. I only have 2 sweatshirts, and they're both like a snugger fit. So this looks really comfy along with the other one that I got in the other Happy bag. So yeah, that's the third item. And then the last item is the purse, which I'm very confused because now I feel like I'm short an item. Because even if you count these pins, it's supposed to be 6 random items. So I'm a little confused, but I'll have to double check the page. Okay, so here we have a purse. I gotta admit, not super into it. It's just but I've actually been considering getting a bucket bag. Although now that I have one, I'm not that into it. It feels cool. It's like nylon, you know, I know that's kind of in right now. And the value of this is listed at $92. It's got a pocket inside, so yeah, and then a zipper outside. Not super impressed with this, but it does feel well made. It feels decently well made. I don't know. I have a nylon Prada bag that I bought years ago, and it feels about the same like that. So, you know, don't know how it is. Okay, well, let me check the ad again, because I feel now like we're an item short. So it said, coat, pom-pom beanie hat, plus a random assortment of 6 or more items. And we only got 4 items unless they included this, but this doesn't have a price on it, and this is only worth a couple dollars. So I'm really confused. I don't know if they messed up or if they count, it's 6 items if you count the hat and the coat and the beanie, but it said plus 6 items, not 6 items total. So I am going to email my shopping service and figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to try some of this stuff on. I think I might actually try them on tomorrow in the daylight. We'll be trying these on, and I'll do a little fashion show. And for me, it will be tomorrow, but for you, it'll be right now. This is the first item I tried on. I have some opinions about it. Not feeling the collar. The collar is just really not my vibe. So let me take it off real quick and then talk about the garment. This is this oversized like sweater shirt without the collar, and I actually really like it. I'm very surprised. I've been wanting to get a nightgown, and I gotta admit, as soon as I tried this on, you guys, I wore it as a nightgown last night. So I like it. It's super comfy. However, for this video, I tried actually pairing it with leggings and some shoes, and I don't hate it. I think it's actually way more flattering on me than I thought it would be. I have always been sort of like a top heavy. I wouldn't say I'm like quite apple shaped, but kind of like I've got thin legs and then, you know, like a bigger bust. And so I've always thought like tent-like things like this wouldn't flatter me, but the fabric is thin enough that it drapes really well, but thick enough that it doesn't cling to me. It just flows really well, and I don't hate this, and I'm considering going out to dinner in this tonight, which really surprises me. My last video that I did with the goth stuff, I thought this stuff was interesting, but at the same time, the quality being like so poor and it being actual lingerie, I don't know that I'll ever wear it out because it feels not thick enough to be proper garments. But so this is outside of my wheelhouse, but I'm actually going to try wearing this out tonight and see how I feel. Because it's not my regular style, I feel it's very, well, very Japanese fashion feeling, very youthful feeling. But I'm 100% going to be using this as pajamas probably too. It says cuddly toy. It's got a teddy bear. Not super my vibe, but I also don't hate it as just like a weird cutesy thing. But I couldn't see myself wearing this like to go meet my friends just because I don't feel super like me. But sometimes I love wearing clothes that aren't me when I go out with just my husband. It's like, I don't know, a way to explore what me is, I guess you could say. So yeah, this is the dress, and I don't hate it. So out of curiosity, I tried this on by itself. I've seen people using this with sweatshirts. There's an Instagram account I really like. The account name is Frisky Gatos, and she wears a lot of collars like this over just like sweatshirts or sweaters. I'm not a huge fan, so I don't think I'm going to be using this portion of it probably at all. This is the second item. It's a jumper skirt with detachable straps. Now, I don't hate this skirt. It's cute. It actually fits because the entire back is elastic, and these straps are like quite adjustable. As is, the button where they button is like too narrow. It's like awkward on me, but I'm definitely gonna move the buttons like out further so they're like this. Also, I could change the length of the straps by not crossing them. So let me show that to you. This is the skirt with the straps not crossed, and they're a little bit more of the correct length. The buttons being too far in does not affect it as much, but it's still an issue. So I think I would still need to move the buttons out. Now, this is one of the things that's nice about Japanese clothing is that although it comes in one size, it's really adjustable. I would like it if we had a hybrid of the two systems, like if Western brands made every size this adjustable, because no one fits a size perfectly. This would be really amazing. But this is not bad. It's a little bit giving me vibes of all those circle skirts I wore in 2014. I don't know if this is like the absolute correct top to wear with this. I just put it with a white t-shirt. I could see myself wearing this over like a chunky sweater maybe, although I'm not like 100% on board with tucking in chunky sweaters. It creates a lot of bulk, but you know, we try things out. So this is definitely a look. I could see myself especially wearing it without the straps. And you can see the waistline is gathered. I have high hips, so when I wear things that are just gathered without a petticoat, it can make a little bit of an odd shape on me. I don't hate it. I'm gonna keep it for a while, see if I can figure out the best way to wear it. But for now, I like how versatile it is, and I like that it's a little bit loose. Actually, I don't really have a loose skirt like this, and it is super stretchy and like softly stretchy. It's not a tight elastic. And I've mentioned before that I want to have things that I feel more comfortable in when I'm like my stomach hurts or like I'm feeling bloated or something. And this would definitely be one of those things. So I like that. This outfit was designed also to be worn with a blouse, and sadly the blouse does not button up over my chest at all. There's no elastic, nothing on it. It's not adjustable, so this is getting sold. I tried this on camera already, but I'll try it on again so you guys can get a good view of it. I like this coat a lot. I oftentimes dress like kind of tough. Even when I wear girly pieces, I'll pair them with like a leather jacket and leather boots to give it like an edginess. But every once in a while when I want to be super girly, I don't have any appropriate jackets, like at all. I don't have any pink jackets. This is very soft, and I could imagine wearing this with the sweater, oversized sweatshirt dress that I already wore. I wish I would have tried it on with that for the video. But you guys, I'm pleased with this. I really lucked out with this lucky pack. You couldn't pick the color with the bag. You couldn't pick the color of the skirt. You couldn't pick the color of the blouse. You couldn't pick the color of the jacket. Each one came in 2 colors, and I got the exact colorway I wanted of every item. I would have been happy with either color, but especially for this jacket, if I would have gotten the black color, I don't think I would have worn it much because I already have a lot of black jackets. So you guys, I've really lucked out. And these are the pieces that I knew about going into it. So let's look at the other 2 items that I got from this brand. This is the first of the 2 dresses that were the items that I was not able to pre-pick out, or I didn't know, the random items. And I feel like I'm out of the frame now because I'm wearing heels. But I have mixed feelings about this dress. I was really excited when I first saw it because I thought that this silhouette is something a little bit different for me. However, the bust darts are too high. The average height in Japan is, I think, something like 5'1" or 5'2", and I'm 5'7", which means that this is just made for someone shorter, unfortunately. You can see the arms are too short, which was the case for the jacket as well, but I kind of like that crop length because it stays out of the way. But I think on a dress, with these type of sleeves in particular, it's really obvious, and it's super obvious with the bust darts, and that's just not, it's creating an unflattering shape here. I want to keep this dress because I think it's cute, but unfortunately, I really don't think that this is going to work for me because of the proportions, which is really sad. And I think it would have taken me outside of my comfort zone, especially with this like boxier shape. I'm loving the boxier shapes, and I'm really surprising myself by how much I don't hate them and how much I don't feel like I look like I'm just wearing a sack. I've often talked on here about not really being able to handle how boxy so many clothes are made these days in an effort to, I think, lower production costs. A lot of clothes are just made very straight and boxy, straight seams, not a lot of tailoring. But I'm surprised at how much I like them in the Japanese clothes. And I think that that's because they're making it boxy as an aesthetic, not as a way to be cheap. So although it looks boxy, it's still actually somewhat shaped with attention to detail about how the fabric drapes, I think. Or I'm just, I don't know, feeling like a new vibe, feeling a new fashion. But unfortunately, just with the fit issues, I don't think that I can keep this one. But I think that this will sell really well on the secondhand market, like this one in particular, because of the details, because of the pearl, because of the buttons. I just think that it's not plain, it's actually quite cool. So I think that this will sell well secondhand and help bring down the cost of the other items. This is the second item that was a sort of surprise. And unfortunately, this is another one that I have to say I can't zip. However, the proportions on this one fit me. It's just a little small. The straps are once again adjustable with buttons, and originally they came crossed, but by uncrossing them, and they also have several buttonholes that you can use to adjust the length. The dress proportions fit me. I just think the size is a little too small. I'm gonna do the thing that you should never do, which is hang on to something even though it's not in your size. Just because my weight has been fluctuating lately, and I think that had I put this on 3 months ago, it might have fit, and I really like it, and it seems well made. I just think it's pretty cute, and I want to try keeping it for a little while. If it doesn't fit within the next few months, or, you know, I might end up getting rid of it. I'm not going to sell it right away. It's probably going to be gotten rid of, but I'm going to keep it for a while. It is really cute, and it's not that much too small, you know. So this is the first item from the Katie Fukubukuro, and first I have to say, obviously this is the wrong bra to wear with this. I think I would probably do best with some sort of like cute lacy bralette designed to be shown. I've been actually thinking about getting one, but I want to say that I am once again very surprised at how much I love this sort of sack cut dress. This is a cut that I've never felt comfortable in, but it's working despite the fact that I am quite, you know, top heavy, because it's well designed. I think one of the ways is the way that the back here is like slanted back, which means that the shape of the dress is pulled forward and still somewhat hugs my body, hugs my hips. If this were straight all the way front to back, it would look like this, and I think that that would be a lot less flattering for me, and I don't think that I would like it. It's well designed so that the back is dropped a bit, and it creates a straighter back so that it follows the shape of my body a little bit more. I really surprised myself by loving this. It's also really well made. It's fully lined. It's like a thick cotton blend. It is adjustable in the back. I think that this is a piece, because it's adjustable in the back and this thing opens and closes and just ties, this could fit like once again, a large range of bodies. It's not like super size inclusive. This is obviously not something that could go up to Western plus sizes, but in the range of body sizes that are in Japan, I think that this would cater to most people, but we can talk about that a little bit more in the wrap up. This is the next item from Katie. It's this sweatshirt. Now this sweatshirt feels amazing, feels really well made, but I don't think that this one is for me for the following reason. It's not quite right. I feel like I'm in this weird in-between zone where it's not big enough to be a true like oversized where it's like just big and slouchy and comfortable and kind of flows. And it's not small enough to just fit me like a regular sweatshirt. I feel like you would need to either be smaller so it's oversized, or if you were bigger, it would fit you just nicer as a regular sweatshirt. It's just strange. It's like long but kind of thin. If I was shorter, but if I was the same size but shorter, I think maybe even it could work as a dress. It's just a weird sort of in between. Too short to be a dress, too long to be a top, too small to be oversized, too big to just be a regular sweater. This is really comfortable, but I just don't see myself wearing it that much because I have other sweatshirts that I like wearing better, and it's just not, it's just kind of like, So I'm going to try to resell this one. The last item that I have is the jacket from Katie. Now, I specifically wanted this as something that I could wear over a blazer. This is an outfit right here that I would totally wear this. I mean, I have worn this. I think I've worn it in a video, but I tend to like to wear these blazers and these types of outfits in the winter, and I don't have any winter coats that fit over said blazers. And I do now. And I think it looks good. With the vibe that I go for when I wear blazers, it's usually very kind of rock and roll. I think that this works. This one was knocked out of the park with this jacket. It's got this patch on, which is very crust punk, and I love it. I'm gonna wear it. But the other two items were earrings that I wore actually with my first outfit that I tried on, and then a purse. And I already showed that on camera. So this is it for the try on, guys. So let's kind of wrap it up and talk about overall how I felt like I got value for it. I guess now let's talk about my feelings about whether or not this was a good idea for me. So obviously there's like the extra added incentive of like, this gave me some fun content for my channel. Outside of that, like completely ignoring that, I think that this was not the best use of my money, but I had a lot of fun. The first thing I want to address is something that I talked about when I was unboxing. It's that I felt like I was 2 items short on the Katie Lucky Pack. I went and talked to my shopping service, and I took a screenshot that up until right before I sent her a message, still said that the bag would contain those 2 items, the hat and the jacket, plus 6 more items. I took a screenshot of that and I sent it to her and I said, hey, I think I'm missing 2 items. She immediately went and edited the post. This was from November, and then sent it to me and said, oh, I'm sorry. Right after I posted it, I realized there was a translation error, and so I changed it, and it says 6 total items. You must have gotten it in those like 2 minutes when it was not edited. Like, she posted this last November. This is on Facebook, right? You can see edit history. I went and it said like, yeah, edited just now, just like a few minutes ago. So I sent her a message saying like, please don't play games with me. Please respect me enough as your customer to be honest that you made a translation error. Nothing can be done about it now. And I understand that, but please don't play games with me. Please don't disrespect me like that. And I was respectful to her, but I was just like putting it out there, like, you really can't do that. Like, that's not respectful to your customers. And she sent me this thing like, oh, the commercial editing, it just didn't go through. I put in the edit right after I posted it, and somehow it just finally went through last night. What are the odds? Come on, she's still lying to me. But she did agree to give me a $15 refund. This was a $300 lucky bag, and she takes a commission for buying it at 10%. So I paid $30 to her as her commission. So she's giving me a 50% commission fund. And like, that's all fine and good, fine. That's fair enough, right? However, I would not have bought this lucky pack knowing that it was 6 total items. I really don't feel that I got like $300 worth of items. I mean, technically, according to the sticker price, it was $850 worth of items. Also, her post said that it would be at least $1,000 about worth of product, and it was only $850. So I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if the brand shorted me or what. The whole thing is like really confusing. And the point is that as it stands, I think I would have felt like I got my money's worth had I gotten 2 more items, but I don't feel like I got my money's worth as it stands. That being said, that is an expensive brand. Their coats and stuff generally run like a couple $100s anyway, but I don't necessarily think, I don't know why that brand is so much more expensive. The quality is good, but it's not like it's like a handmade brand, and the quality is not like, say, that much better than the Ank Rouge items that I got. Like, they're a little better, but they're not like 5 times as better, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit confusing. I don't regret it, but I like the item. I like some of the items. I like the checkered dress. I love the jacket. I love the hat. I love these earrings, but the bag and the sweatshirt are just like a no for me. As for the Ank Rouge, I was pleasantly surprised at the quality of the items and how many items I got for the price. The 2 mystery items were not, they didn't really fit, nor did the button-up blouse. I pretty much knew going into it that the button-up blouse was not going to fit. So basically for, I think it was like $130, I got a skirt that's adjustable, which is really cool because I feel like I can wear it at a variety of like weight fluctuations. I got a jacket. I got this amazing dress, which was so outside of my wheelhouse, and now I'm kind of like loving it. Stylistically though, I don't know if that brand was the right fit for me, and I kind of knew that. Like, as soon as I put in the order with the shopping service, I was like, oh, maybe that was a mistake. I'm 37, right? And obviously this outfit with the pink and the teddy bears, it's very juvenile. It's very like, oh, look at me, I'm so cuddly. When I go for like a feminine style, I go in a more like womanly, sexy way. So this feels a bit strange for me. It feels a bit juvenile. I don't know if it is my style. I think the Katie one matched me better stylistically, but the value wasn't there, and the Ank Rouge one matched me less stylistically, but I think had a better value for the money. Now let's talk about the sizing. Some of the items obviously didn't fit, and so I'm paying good money for things that don't fit, but this whole idea of the one size fits all part of Japanese culture. I've lived in Japan, and when I lived there, I was heavier than I am now, so I could not buy anything in the stores there. There's been a lot of push in recent years for size inclusivity in the West, and I think that's wonderful. And that's not something that you really see in Japan, but clothing stores don't, like individual clothing designers don't really consider it their responsibility to make clothes for everybody. They make clothes for a specific body type, and then other brands make clothes for different body types. Like there are some brands that their fit model is like short and a little curvier. There's some that their fit model is like tall and thin. And then there's some that have like a plus size fit model. And there are some plus size brands out there in Japan. It is a very different approach though. And I know that, for instance, in some of the Japanese fashion groups that I am a member, there's a lot of anger from the plus size Western community. And I think that that's warranted because they can be very dismissive to their customers when they ask for more inclusive sizing. Long story short, there are a lot of problems with the Japanese clothing system. I think that they do make an attempt to make their clothing usable by a diverse range of bodies. But Japan itself, their size range, their average size range is much more homogenous than America. Their average like height, their average body type is, there's a lot less variance in terms of like the standard distribution for that. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I had a lot of fun. I'm super stoked to wear this out and see if I feel how I feel. I think that's the ultimate test of whether or not you really like something, and I kind of love it. Even the way the teddy bear's eyes are blacked out. Why? It's so funny. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.